Hi, friends. Um, I'm feeling a really strong urge to share. I'm really going through a big growth, big expansion, a big, just dropping into new knowledge. And what I'm experiencing is very peculiar. And I'm completely 100% sure that many people experience this. Which is that I feel like I am dropping into new knowledge, and I can feel that it's already sort of living in my body. Um, but I'm still putting the pieces of the understanding together. And I feel like what I'm opening up to is a very deep, ancient, sacred, spiritual knowledge. It's an opening up to understanding on a deeper level how to actually manipulate our experience in a more direct way. What I'm finding is that as we open up to the understanding of who we are, once we drop into the understanding on an experiential level, because and this is the most important part, we can sit around all day having a concept and an understanding of that we're all one, and um, understanding that on the mental level. But until we actually drop into the experience of the fact that we are one being, we can't actually step into and understand this deeper knowledge and also utilize that deeper knowledge. A couple of weeks ago, I did a masterclass on understanding manifestation, and I'll probably do another one, actually, to be fair. But um, what I was talking about when I was sharing, when I did that masterclass, I was actually sort of in the middle of dropping into this understand like this knowledge had, like, this new knowledge, this added on understanding of how we can actually live and manipulate our world. um it was still sort of dropping in, and it was fairly new, and I can see how there are so many different little pieces to this. But the main key to it is to experientially understand our oneness. Because once we understand that we are everything, we might still have the mental habits of doubt, of fear. Um, but as we continue to drop into our true nature, drop into that understanding, that experience, the more these mental habits will fall away, both on a physical level, because we're shifting away from that experience, from that way of living, but also on a vibrational level, because we're changing our vibration when we step into oneness. That is the highest vibration we can go to. there is no way for those vibrations to stay with us. And either way, if we continue to come back to the knowledge of our oneness, we begin to see that everything is one. We begin to understand that everything that is happening, we are creating continuously, all the time. And not that we as a person are creating it, but we as universal consciousness is continuously creating this reality. And when we live and when we live in that reality, when we keep coming back to that reality, everything we can everything can be created. We can create everything. Because nothing is actually off limits. So we can create our own reality. We can create our healing, our physical healing, our emotional healing. We can facilitate healing in others. And from this place, we can manipulate reality, because we are reality and we are in tune with reality, which also means that need falls away, selfish desire falls away. Mm. And what comes out is a new version of us. And we start to play around with timelines, and quantum leaps, because, and this is what I'm starting to really understand experientially as well, which is that jumping timelines has really only got to do with which vibration you're tuning into, because you exist in all infinite timelines, right? And when we shift our frequency, it happens like that. It's not something that we don't shift timelines over. Obviously we can, and I have done that in the past, shifting timelines over a period of, well, an experienced period of time. But really what we're doing then is, we're not fully feeling, we're not fully conscious of the truth of our reality, which is that all we are is energy and frequency, and we can change like that, right? So then we have we're still in the mind, and the mind still has to follow that journey, and slowly upgrade, slowly change into this new timeline, this new person, this new frequency. What I'm understanding now is that we really are infinite potential. We are infinite power. And what that means is that in an instant, our entire physical being can change like that. And we can make that choice. We can make that choice. And then we're living in a different reality. I'm gonna play around with this and see where I go, with it, and I will come back and update you. But if you want to start this journey, you begin. My timer is going off for my food. If you're right now in a state where you feel trapped, trapped in your reality, trapped in your thoughts, trapped in your emotions, what you need to start doing is start to release the energetic blocks that are sitting in your body, in your physical body, and in your energetic body. And that will enable you to start moving and shifting your frequency as well, shifting your consciousness into a new state of being, understanding your reality from a different perspective. And this happens potentially first on the physical level of dropping into that understanding of what your true nature really is. And if you want to do that work, contact me. I work one-on-one with people to teach people how to get in contact, to clear their energetic being, and to get into contact with their heart and soul, which is the portal, the understanding of our oneness. And from there we start to shift, and from there we start to change, and we start to become conscious of our actions, our words, our thoughts, our behaviors, etc. If you found this helpful, interesting, please comment, please subscribe. I am absolutely loving sharing this experience with you guys. And really all I want to do is to connect with as many people as possible who are open to this experience, open to the knowledge of who we truly are as human beings. It is now, like the time is now for us to reawaken this knowledge, to snap out of this paradigm of rigidity and skepticism and this idea, this preposterous idea that knowledge and wisdom and intelligence comes from what we read in books. Our true knowledge, our true wisdom, our true intelligence comes from us. We have the wisdom because we are source, and source knows everything. Source is the source of everything, and that's already in here. All right. Thank you. Satnam.